What's up, Facebook? What's up, world? So, happy Friday. How's everybody feeling? It's a little bit crazy with the retrograde, right? Like, shit's a little bit wild out there. Yeah, I've been feeling it too. Lots of energy, and then I kind of hit a wall. Super exhausted for like the past 2 days. Kind of had way too much superfoods, but hi, Dad. How are you? So, wanted to wait for a couple of people to get on, but I wanted to talk about, well, first I have a confession, but I wanted to talk about NLP audio and also feeling suicidal because I know that there's a lot of people out there that are struggling right now. So, my first confession is, you guys don't know this, but my camera is up like under maybe 10 books and I'm actually sitting on 3 pillows. Yeah, no, that's not my confession, but I actually am because this is kind of like my setup here. So, my first thing that I wanted to talk about is I usually think of a topic and it sort of drifts in, and then I kind of think about it for a couple of days, think about what I'm going to say, and then I make a couple of notes so I can kind of look onto the wall and kind of, make sure that I don't forget anything. But something really magical happened to me over the past couple of days, and I've been using NLP audio for probably 6 years. It's neuro linguistic programming. It is basically hypnosis, and it is an insanely powerful tool for shifting our mindset, our beliefs, our reality, our energy. It is just such a badass thing. And I love talking about it because it's so powerful. So, in doing the Fuck Fear challenge, I started, speaking to the world, going on Facebook Live, and I had my little notes, and I would look over and I'd be all excited. I wasn't forgetting anything. And my type A personality was like, okay, I'm doing a good job. I'm telling everything. I'm doing it right. It's perfect. And then I started doing NLP audio for public speaking probably about 4 nights ago. I would do like half an hour meditation just with binaural beats, just sitting in silence, praying, asking for what I want and holding that space, forgiving myself for things and just sort of shifting my energy like I always do. And then I would put NLP audio on, which if you don't know, there's an app through iTunes called Amvana. You may or may not have it. And Mind Valley makes that app, and it is such an amazing app. You can basically use it for ADHD, you can use it for insomnia, you can use it for resistance, for more confidence, for more sexual confidence. Whatever you want to shift, you can totally use it for. And so I got the one that said public speaking, and it's by Stephen G. Jones. He's super duper famous. He's amazing. And I put it on. It's been about 4 nights. And I noticed after the first 2 nights, I felt a little bit different. So I would think about doing my video and I would feel really excited. And then I would feel a little nervous, but the nervousness from like an 11 went down to a 2. And then usually when I would get on my videos, I would worry, maybe I would stumble over my words, or maybe I would feel that my heart was really racing and I felt really uncomfortable. And my mind was sort of like in focus, not in focus. And then after doing the NLP audio, I noticed like a calmness, like an absolute calmness. And then that kind of made me get hyper. It kind of like flipped me the other way. I was like, wow, I'm really calm. Is everything going to be okay? And then I kind of got like really crazy, like, oh my God, am I going to remember everything? And then I started doing it in my head. But hey there. And so basically, the NLP audio has just in 4 days really shifted me to feeling really comfortable. And so even though my mind was like, okay, we're going to talk about NLP and we're going to talk about, suicide because that seems fitting because I have some stories on that. And I was like working the content. I was thinking about it, for the past couple of days. And as I was thinking about it and thinking about it, I was like, I should make some notes. I should jot something down and put it so that I don't forget. And then I thought, listen, let's back up. Do we trust ourselves? I think we trust ourselves. We've gotten this far. We've done great. So let's back up and not make any notes. Let's just go on and just be totally present. So I am totally present. I have no notes. I am just rambling and talking, but I feel really peaceful and calm. So I would invite you to investigate NLP audio if you have things that you want to shift immediately, because it is such a powerful tool for shifting. I can already say that I feel such a difference just in using it in 4 days. You literally put it on, you go to sleep, and then you wake up and something has definitely moved, but you're not quite sure what it is. And it's a positive thing. So one of the things that I've learned on my spiritual journey is that we know all this stuff and we know all this stuff and we talk about stuff, and sometimes we, in an attempt to actually feel better and safe, we talk about things a lot and we talk our way around it, and we're like, yeah, I'm going to talk about this and I'm going to feel better about it and I'm starting to feel good, and really you're not. Like, the only change that really comes is when we actually embody the knowledge that we've learned. So we're always retaining things and we're learning things and we know about things, but the massive shift that occurs when we actually do something is when we start, the rubber hits the road, right? So when we can actually embody something and make changes. So today for me, instead of making notes, instead of worrying about what I was going to say, I decided that I was going to get on here and have no notes at all. So I have no notes and I feel fucking rogue and awesome. And I feel like I've taken back some of my power and some of my trust in myself and what I know. So I'm embodying just getting on here and being me. And the funny thing is, as I was starting to think, well, should I make notes? And I kept fighting against it. Like, oh my God, what if I forget? And I need to tell all these people all these amazing things that I know, but I wanted to trust. I actually ordered something in the mail and the universe was like, hey, you got this. So I got this little thing that came in my note, with the note within my box. It said, be comfortable with who you are. You can't read it because obviously it's like reversed, but I was like, yes, this is a sign from the universe. Be comfortable. I'm like who I am. So I invite you guys to be totally comfortable in who you are. I know Simon, right? Good stuff. And just get on and just talk and just be yourself. So this is me and I'm so pumped and I'm so happy and I hope I can inspire you guys to do the same, to just go out and take a chance, not take things seriously, and just go and embody the knowledge that you are so you can make massive shifts. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about, I've had some friends who in the past and most recently as this week have been feeling suicidal. And then I spoke to a friend about something and he mentioned that he experienced the same thing this week. And when I was a child, I didn't know that I was an empath and I was always feeling what other people were feeling. And I had a lot of traumatic things happen to me and I didn't know how to heal because, right, nobody gives you sort of the course, on how to heal yourself. And so you're sort of lost, but you're suffocated. So, the first thing that I've noticed, and we've all done it, is that you get hurt and you're like, fuck this, I'm hurt, I'm going to close up shop, I'm going to close up my heart, I'm locking up all the doors, no one can see me in here, I don't want to connect, I'm going to be safe in here, like I'm not going to talk to people, I'm not going to tell people about what's going on because I don't want to be embarrassed, like I don't want to put myself out there, I'm already so hurt, so I'm locking up the shop and I'm good, I'm dead bolted in here, no one can get me, like I'm safe now, there's going to be no more hurt in my life. And then all of a sudden you like look out the window of your heart space and you're like, oh shit, people are having fun out there. Oh, look, they're connecting, like they're sharing a laugh. Like, man, I want that, but I can't have it because I'm locked up in this space and it sucks in here and I'm suffocating and what am I going to do? And so you go round and round in these distractions and in this pain and you're not sure how to find your way out. And I know as a child, I felt so alone and I didn't feel like anyone understood me. I always felt like I was trying to just give all my heart to people and it got stomped on a lot. And, it makes you have like these walls and you're just sort of like, oh my God, should I put myself out there? Like what's going to happen? But I can assure you that part of growing and healing is putting yourself out there and connecting with other people, telling your story and just being honest. I get so many private messages and so many comments on my YouTube channel now and within Facebook of people telling me that I'm making a difference just by talking about my story. And you can do the same thing. We should all be sharing our gifts and helping other people, just talking about our story and just telling the truth. Like when we tell the truth, it's so powerful. It breaks the silence and other people can tell their truth and other people can heal. Because it sucks, man, when you lock up shop and you're in there in your heart space and all the doors are locked and you see everybody having fun and you're like, I want to connect with people and I want to do this, but you can't do that because you're not open enough because you need to heal that hurt. So just talking to people about what's going on, like this is what I'm feeling and not being embarrassed because everybody in this lifetime is having the same type of experiences. We're all at different levels, different points of the path, but we're all on the path, whether, in front of us or behind us. And if we just talk to somebody, we never know like what we're going to find out or who's going to help us. And I know that, in synchronicity, we literally say, thanks, Ryan, we literally say that we might want to know something and all of a sudden you open a book and somebody tells you something or you read something and you're like, man, that's the answer I was looking for. So don't give up. If you're feeling really shitty or you're struggling or you're feeling suicidal and you just feel broken, I want to tell you that your mind is a liar because your mind is such a liar. Every time you think something that's not true and you have that emotion that feels terrible, that's your body telling you that it's a lie. It's your body telling you that you're having a lower self fear conversation and not a higher self soul conversation. Higher self soul conversations feel so good. Like say to yourself right now, wow, like I'm an amazing person. Like I'm special. I have gifts I can share with the world. I have a community around me. I have friends. Like you're so special. Hey, Maya. So basically, just, think about that. Like, say to yourself right now, go in the mirror after this and be like, I'm such a fucking spiritual badass. I love myself. And feel how good that feels. I feel high just saying that right now. It could be the superfoods from Purium. That's a whole nother thing that I want to talk to you guys about soon, but I feel so good. And we need friends. We need to reach out and we need to connect with other people because they're going to elevate us. And we need to meditate. Like, I know that it's scary to go into the silence because you're hearing so much of that like negative stuff in your head and you feel suffocated and you're not sure and you're scared and you're fearful. But start going into the silence because underneath all of that nonsense and those illusions, you are love at the core. And when you start to connect into that love and you start to radiate that love and believe in yourself and you start to change and shift instead of, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if anyone sees me. I don't know if I want to share my gifts with the world. When you replace all of those negative things with positive things, with the truth, the actual truth, not the illusions that you believe in day to day, because your mind is a fucking liar, seriously. And you just go deep, you will start to feel this insane shift. You'll start to just feel love. You'll start to want to share that love with everybody. You'll start connecting with like-minded people, and you'll start being lifted and loved by the community. I was always kind of a loner for a long time because I had a lot of, trauma, and I was like, I'm a badass. Like, I don't need anybody. I just shut down, shut my heart space up. I'm locked up in here, and yeah, I can't get any love, but yeah, it's suffocating in here. It sucks. So now I have this whole community around me in LA. I've met some of the most beautiful souls. I have an amazing family. I have all of you guys on Facebook that watch my videos that I'm connecting with. I'm learning about your story. You're learning about my story. It's about community. It's about connection. It's about love. The world is, such a crazy place right now. There's so many people hurting and they're using negativity and a negative voice to hurt and to, do negative things. And we can combat that with our positivity and our love. Never think that anything small that you do is not going to make a massive shift. It's a domino effect. So when we smile at someone on the street or we help somebody or we tell our story or we connect, we're making massive shifts. So I know that a lot of people are hurting and you may feel alone, but I want you to know that you're not alone. That's just an illusion. It's such an illusion. And if you could only say, just reach out and ask for help. Like, you can message me, you can message someone, that you feel comfortable with, but don't feel alone and don't feel defeated. I know that, when you've been listening to your mind and you've been living in this space that is just of lack and it's a fearful space, it can feel like that's all there is, but I promise you, you can see through the illusions of fog and you can get through that and you can start to shift. All you have to do is ask for help and make a plan to start shifting, start meditating, start talking to people, start using NLP audio. It's such an amazing tool. There are so many other tools that we can use, but just make up your mind that you're going to be happy and your happiness is not going to be predicated on anything outside of you. Wake up in the morning and write yourself a love letter and have a mantra and have it shift every day. I write myself love letters. Like, I wake up and I say, you know what? I'm a badass. Like, I have gifts to share with the world and I'm amazing and I am not in lack. I am abundance. It flows to me and through me. And so I know it's Friday. I just wanted to leave you guys with this little message, and that was the stuff that was on my mind. And I have to say that without having notes, I feel a lot better than having to look and making sure that I'm doing it perfectly, because nothing in life is perfect, right? That's just like our egos wanting to be perfect so that no one can judge us, but people are going to judge us anyway, so fuck that, whatever. Like, I hope that this helped you guys, and I'm so grateful for all the private messages and you guys joining. If there's anything that you guys want me to talk about, PM me or let me know. I love doing these videos and I'm going to keep showing up every Tuesday and Friday. I'm on YouTube now under Peace Power Presence. If you guys need coaching or need help or anything, I am here. I am so of service to anyone that needs my help. So I love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys again next week. And in love we know, in love we flow.